Okay.
So you did or did not have the memory card? Oh, yeah, like that. Back in the same spot it was before.
Close enough. Camera. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You gotta do your little jingle.
Yeah. I need to. And I'm going off of you. You're gonna give me the countdown.
You ready?
Yep. Justin, Michael, Preston, talking fitness, Pain Cave. Welcome, everybody. This is episode 10 of the Pain Cave podcast. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, Justin Holland.
What's going on?
And I am Preston Secting, once again, sitting in for our fearless moderator, Michael Gregory Thomas. It's not his name.
I was about to say, is that really his middle
No,
name?
it's not his middle name. Mike Thomas. I'm sitting in for Mike today, and we're here to break down CrossFit Open Workout 23.3. Take it away, Justin. What's the workout?
Yeah, this was a good one. I like this one. 23.3 is starting with a 6-minute time cap. Complete as many reps as possible of 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, 15 snatches, back to 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, and then 12 snatches. If you finish those 2 rounds under the 6-minute time cap, you get to add 3 more minutes to that time cap and do 20 strict handstand push-ups, 50 double unders, 9 snatches, and then if you finish that round under that 3 minutes, so you're now at that 9-minute cap, then you get another 3 minutes, so then you're at a 12-minute total cap to finish this last round of 20 strict handstand push-ups, 50 double unders, and then 6 snatches. So I didn't mention the weight, and that's because that is a sending weight each round. For the men, the first round starts at 95. So it's 95, 65 men, women, and then it goes 135, 95, 185, 125, and then finishes off with that 225 and 155 pound barbell. So yeah, I mean, it's a good workout. It's one of those ones where at the beginning, kind of everybody can play, and then it gets a little bit more difficult. The snatch weight obviously goes up, and then the technicality gets a little bit harder with those strict handstand push-ups. We added in a new standard on the handstand push-ups, which we can get into here in a little bit. But Preston, what did you think about this workout? I think you like this one, right?
A lot of good elements for sure. I wish there was a little more to it in the beginning, but I understand why it kind of is the way it is. There's not a ton of wall walks. I would like to have seen more. I think it would have been more fun for a lot of people who enjoy wall walks to do more than 10, but they've already done two 15-minute workouts, so they needed to get a quick, fast one in. So they wanted everybody to be around that like 6 to 9 minute range, and this generally is going to put most people in that 6 to 9 minute range. So I get it. Wish there was a little more wall walks to it. For most people, I just know they're going to be disappointed because people, I don't know why, but people really like wall walks. It doesn't make any sense to me, but people love wall walks.
I don't like wall walks.
Yeah. And then other than that, I like that the snatches go up, and the strict handstand push-ups also, I think, a good test. Mix in some double unders to just manage the heart rate as well. So I think it's a good test of your fitness, as well as a lot of high skill stuff here at the end of week 3. So this is going to be another separator for a lot of people who maybe have a motor and they have some high skill raw strength under them, but I said high skill, but maybe have like lower skills, raw strength, raw power. But the snatches are going to get a lot of people, and then the shoulder fatigue and those handstands are really going to mess with people. So it'll be a good separator for another layer of people in the open.
That is very, very true. I thought it was a little interesting because at least in the last year or two, this workout seems more like a quarterfinal style workout, at least compared to what they had done in the past couple of years. But I definitely like this workout. So did you want to go through the scaled version? I didn't.
Yeah, well, I was going to say we can. So Justin has already done this workout, so he's got the insight. He attacked it about an hour ago, so he's got the insight on that one. And so I would say I think we can walk through strategy 1 for those of you who are wanting to attack this RX. And we can talk to kind of at least part 1, which is going to be 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, 15 snatches at 95-65. Generally, everybody is going to be able to do that. As long as you can do double unders, that's a snatch weight that generally most people can do, even if you're doing singles on this one, but that's a weight a lot of people in normal class would touch and go. But even if you're doing singles, you'll still be able to finish that. You get to the next set of 5 wall walks, 50 double unders, if you've got them. And then you're going to go 12 snatches. The next barbell is going to be that 135-95. You have 6 minutes to complete that. For those of you doing this one RX that are worried about those 12 snatches and trying to get through them, Justin, what would you recommend people do as far as pacing to get to those 12 snatches? So if their target is to either get as many as they can by 6 minutes or finish those 12 snatches at 6 minutes and then get a handful of straight handstand push-ups or however many they can with the 3 additional minutes they're going to have, what would you say?
I guess there's 2 different things. So it's like, are the snatches difficult because of shoulder or pulling is kind of important. But I would say, so pace the wall walks a little bit, but you need to bank time. So it's like, I would probably do the flash, like do 1 wall walk, flash for a second just to get a little bit of that fatigue out of those shoulders, and then right back into it. So you don't want that to take longer than probably for 5 wall walks, 40 seconds or so. The double unders, hopefully you can do those unbroken. That's going to be a 30-second situation. And then the 15 snatches. So the first 15 snatches at the 95 weight, if you're concerned about being able to finish the next weight, you definitely need to break those up. I broke those up into 2 sets, and that's a weight that I can do without thinking about it. So like most people are going to need to break those up. And for people that the 135 is going to be an issue, I would say if you're not doing singles, then sets of 3s maybe is good. But either way, however you break that up, you need to be staying on the bar, maybe on like a 1, 2, 3 count, and then get back onto that bar, because it is a time suck if you are stepping away from that bar, and you're going to lose track of how much time you have. And 15 snatches, if you're having to walk away and take 3 seconds in between all of those, that's 45 seconds right there. And remember, you only have 6 minutes total to do all of that. And a minute of that, even if you do them unbroken, is going to be double unders. If you do the wall walks quickly, that's still another minute. So that's 2 minutes. So that means you have 4 minutes to do the set of 15 snatches in the set of 12 snatches. So the first set, like Preston said, most class people can do those touch and go. If you're concerned, I would say don't do huge sets though for the one getting before that 135, and then the 135 for most people, if not everyone, is going to be singles. If you watched the announcement today, I guess Mal did a couple touch and go. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I just went blank on who the other person was.
Danielle
Brandon,
yeah.
Yes. She did singles the whole time and got a really, really good score on this. So you can definitely do singles, but again, you have to be really conscious of your breaks on that, and just know that your shoulders are going to feel pretty tired, but just be confident when you pull that bar. Use a lot of legs. You need to really stay through your legs, long pull on those snatches, so you're using as little shoulder as possible. So that would be my thought on that first part. Just you need to pace well. Know yourself.
Yeah, sure. If that's your target, you need to bank more time in the round that you can do. So you only have essentially 3 minutes for each set. If you want 6 minutes to finish before that 6 minute window, so you need to finish your round in less than 3 minutes on the 5, the 50, and the 15 snatches at 95-65. If you want to have enough time to finish in the next set. And I would say, like, if that's your goal to finish those 12 snatches, then you're going to barely finish, stumble into the finish. And then you've got 3 minutes. And for a lot of you, that if that's your goal, guess what? It's the same for a lot of people. So any rep you can get on those strict handstand push-ups, if you can even get one, is going to be massive. So every time you get one, you can go ahead and mark off 1,000 people that you are kind of moving up the leaderboard on. So you, even if you're dead dog tired, you can fall over sideways after you finish the snatches. Take a minute to like recompose yourself, and then maybe get a few handstand push-ups in there if that's your target. For those of you who struggle with double unders, then this one's going to be a little bit different. I would say, like, your target is then going to be like, I want to make it through the double unders, and then I would be targeting getting a few of the snatches. Because again, same scenario, a lot of people are going to be in that same situation as you, of like, I'm not great at double unders with the other stuff. And so for those of you working on double unders, speed through the wall walks. Like, you have to make up time there. There is no like casually doing those. Right. If you know you're not going to get to the finish the snatches. And then the double unders, for those of you, just kind of pace those out, and you go with whatever strategy normally works for you. But I normally say you hang on when you can, and while they're staying connected, you just drive on as far as you can. But if breaking them up somehow helps you to like do smaller sets and then take a shorter break, then by all means do that. But you've got to push the pace there. And then, especially for the double unders, you're going to have to, I would say, like, you need to hang on to the snatches so that you can get back to double unders. You're going to need a little more time there. So you need to hang on to that first set of snatches if your target is to finish that second set of double unders. And then same scenario, then if you finish with 15 seconds left, then it's like, all right, cool, I can maybe get 1 or 2 snatches. And then that would be my target if double unders are a struggle for you. Then moving on to those of you who are targeting further than that, same kind of scenario. You're just going to kind of backwards plan off of giving yourself enough time to get through that last bar, or of the furthest weight you think you'll make it to, which for most people, I think that 185, 125 is going to be a real deal breaker. It's going to slow a lot of people down, just because that heavy weight with the shoulder fatigue, if you're not well versed with that kind of weight on that kind of barbell, it's going to be a struggle to get through those as well. So you want to backwards plan off of that, and then push the pace where you can to bank as much time as you can, so that you have a shot at finishing those snatches there towards the end. And I would say, like, snatch speed, touch and go the 95-65 if you can. You want to do singles on the 135-95. I don't know anybody that I would recommend to hang on to that bar at all. Is do singles, and then and on the singles, I would say, like, if you're wanting to pace, is like 1 every 8 seconds. Faster than that if you're faster than that, but like 1 every 8 seconds, 8 to 10 seconds, depending on who you are. And then if you can make it to that 185, 125. Again, I would pace it, or I would schedule it out so that I've got like 1 rep every 10 to 15 seconds, if that's a hefty weight for you to move at that load. And then kind of backwards plan of like, all right, if it takes me 1 every 15 seconds, Am I going to have almost 3 minutes to get through those? And then same scenario as I barely make it through, and then I'm going to get capped in the next round. That's how I would set it up and then I would run it that way, and then just going to see how this one goes. The strict handstand push-ups are going to hit everybody a little bit differently, and your longer shoulder endurance and stamina is going to come into play a big part on this one. And you're just going to kind of have to see, because we have a different new standard, see how it plays out for you before you get into this one. This is also one that, would you say like you can do it multiple times, or would you like, it's not a one and done kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you definitely, I was talking to Sarah, I could literally just do it again right now, I think.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously your shoulders are feeling it like when you first finish, but like I feel the same as before I did it now. So, one thing that I didn't get my heart rate up enough, I think, before this one. And so it was already through the roof after the first set, like first round. So that was a huge mistake, because then I had to like try to settle back in as I'm getting further into the workout, which obviously is not ideal. So I like spent too much time working on like the handstand push-up standard, which it's pretty close to the wall. So if you're not used to that, you definitely should practice that a little bit. But it didn't, the width, even though it's only 30 inches wide, since you can just have to touch it with your fingers, it didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. It was just more getting used to kicking up. So I probably spent too much time warming up the movements as opposed to like getting my heart rate going, getting a good sweat going. So I think that's going to be pretty important on this one, so that it's not a huge shock after if you sprint through those wall walks and double unders, then try to get to 15 snatches fast, it's just going to be through the roof. And if you're not ready for that, it's going to be a problem moving forward. The handstand push-ups, even if you're pretty good at those, I think you should probably break them up into sets. 3 sets, 4 sets is going to be good for most people if you're planning to get through that. If you know that's going to be an issue, obviously smaller sets quit earlier and just be on a clock. Obviously your judge is not supposed to do that for you, but have someone there, or at least have a clock where you can see it, so you can kind of be on your own time. And again, don't allow that to be a time suck, because it definitely can be. Yeah.
All right. And then the last thing, if you are doing this workout scaled, you are doing scaled wall walks, which is just a simpler standard to meet. You're going to walk back to a different line, essentially, or as far back as you can, and then you walk back to the line. But scaled wall walks, you're going to be doing single unders, and you're going to be doing hand release push-ups with snatches at lighter weights. The loading for scaled athletes is 65 for men, 45 for women for the first bar, 95-65 for the second bar, 115-75 for the third bar, and then 135-85 for that last bar. And you're doing single unders and hand release push-ups, and the same thing's going to happen, and that is just shoulder fatigue, as well as your breathing, because you can kind of plow through these reps really quickly, and then your heart rate's through the roof, and you got to keep cycling that barbell, and it's just getting heavier and heavier. So same advice is going to apply to you, whether you're doing it RX or you're doing it scaled. And that is just kind of slow as smooth as fast on this one. Just minimize your errors and be very precise and strategic in how you break up those hand release push-ups, so that you don't burn out. Because if you've ever done push-ups in a workout, when they burn out, there's no coming back for a while. So you just want to stay consistent with smaller, consistent sets on those. Don't go out too hot for sure in the beginning. And I think that would serve you well, give you the best score. Anything to add on 23.3, Justin? All right, we're moving on to our next segment. Predictions. Your top 3 men, top 3 women. We can alternate, or do you want to go all at once? Top 3 men, top 3 women amongst our paincave CrossFit Nashville crew here. We're gonna make some predictions as far as who we believe is going to post the best, and then we'll do the top 3 worst scores. And then maybe not. We won't do that. But top 3 men, top 3 women. You want to go?
I should have the best score on this one.
Okay, he's putting himself down. You were on my list too.
Was I not first? It's your turn.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I think I think my top three. I'm not gonna try. I'm trying to.
Are
I'm
you
trying
gonna
to think
do all
about
three of them
it.
at
Yeah,
once?
I'm gonna go.
Oh, all three at once. I'll do it. So me, Rick, Brendan. Oh, that was bad. I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
Because
And then
it's
women.
like John is right there.
Okay, women.
Oh gosh, Sarah, Brittany, Lindsay. I'm concerned about the handstand push-ups. So for that one, it's a little concerning, but like I know that Sarah can power through the snatches, so I'm just hoping that she can make time there. And then as far as concern on the men, the handstand push-ups again, I'm concerned. And then like John is really good at handstand push-ups, so if he can get there with enough time, he can do the snatches at 185. But 9 is a lot. So, but that's the same thing with Brendan as well. So I think it's kind of like a lot of mix up there. And you're out of the mix on this one, so I would have had you in my top 3. But I would have had you in my top 3 on this one, just to be clear.
All right, my top 3 men. I'm gonna choose Justin. That's just it's a no-brainer. And then I'm gonna take Rick and John.
Yeah.
These two training partners, they're always together, and they're gonna have to really send it on this one. I also think Brendan's gonna work better with a chip on his shoulder. He seems to do that work better when somebody says he can't do something. So I don't think you can do it, Brendan. You're not gonna be able to beat Rick and John. They do have a leg up on you in the handstand push-up realm, which is pretty essential. But that snatch weight is also going to be something. So Rick, you're going to have to pace this one perfectly, and then same thing for John, and also same thing for Brendan in your own areas where you need to pace it perfectly, and I think you'll have your best score. On the women's side, top 3. Yikes. Let's see. We're gonna go Lindsay. I think Brittany, and then we're gonna go with a dark horse prediction here of Tiffany.
Oh, she's really good at handstand push-ups.
I think the snatch weight might be. It's gonna get up there.
Can she snatch 155? I know she can do 125.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Or it's been a while, but I don't know that everybody's going to get to that 150.
That's true. Snatch. No, the handstand push-ups are going to be a thing.
I think we're going to run into some problems getting through the next set of handstand push-ups after that 185, 125.
Yeah.
Double and then getting a rep on that last bar is going to be massive. So it'll be about being strategic, getting through those handstand push-ups. I think is going to be the biggest issue.
It's a thing. It really is. That second set, especially. Oh, and one thing too. I don't know. I didn't mention this, but as far as the handstand push-ups, I tried to do even sets throughout, and if I were to redo it, I would probably do like descending reps. So like open with a bigger set, just because in both sets when I kicked down on the first one, I was like, I should have probably done more because like the rest of the sets they all kind of felt the same, but the first one always felt like really good. So I just kind of like probably should have couple more. Don't go to failure or anything.
Yeah. So a good plan would be to open with like a 7 or an 8, and then you're immediately dropping to like 4s or something like that. Or whatever, you feel it out. But I would, like he said, I would go just to below that like red zone muscle fatigue, muscle failure, kick down, and then you're going to go to your small numbers after that. But that first set, bank a little bit more than you think, and then you go to your consistent sets. And like Justin said, watch that timer on your rest, keep yourself consistent there, and then get on it with the snatches. Yeah,
definitely stay on the bar, especially if you do get to that last one. You just have to like know you can do it, and like don't waste a lot of time. Like I spent too much time like chalking and stuff, and then didn't put my belt on, and then I did a rep, and then I put my belt on, so it was like not very strategic. A lot of wasted time there, and then I had to do 3 like bang 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 at the buzzer. So just know you can do it. We snatch all the time. We snatch heavy in workouts regularly. under fatigue. So just know you can do it and be confident when you pull that bar.
And for those of you we didn't mention at all, you should take offense to it. So you can let us know in the comments that you took offense, and then you really stick it to us and let us know that we got it wrong. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and post in the comments what you actually got and how it was better than whatever it was we got. And I look forward to seeing those comments in the comment section. If you have anything else to add on that one?
I don't.
Once again, thanks to our sponsor, Pen Cup Coffee. If you haven't, check them out, pencupcoffee.com. It's amazing. Got to try it out. Also, our sponsor from Netflix, the show Physical 100. If you haven't checked out that show, Physical 100, if you like CrossFit at all, you've got to watch Physical 100. And don't let the long, drawn-out first couple episodes deter you. Hang with it.
I did that.
Hang with it. You won't regret it. But on behalf of all of us here at the Pain Cave Podcast, we appreciate you for listening in, and good luck on the next open workout.
Wasn't it nearly as hot in here today, Phil?
It was getting there, though. No, buddy.
So it stops so I can eject this guy.
No,